So, LeBron James endorsed JJ Redick's locker room comments following Deion Sanders' critique of Joel Embiid ducking Nikola Jokic. Now, this is what this article said, but let me kind of preface in my terminology one of what I feel was going on. I don't believe Deion Sanders said anything that kind of undercut Joel Embiid. Deion Sanders said some things when he was talking about Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokic when he was saying that I want to see the matchup between Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokic. I want to see that matchup. I want to see two dogs going at it. And Deion Sanders was also prefacing this in response to he feels that a lot of today's athletes are dodging competition. You know how I used to be like the late great who's still living, MJ, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, on how they relish in those moments of competition. There's nothing like competing against the other best players in the world, and you want to play against them. You know why? Because you want to beat their ass. You want to say that you beat one of the best players in the world, and you're proud of it. Now, let's get into the comment of what JJ Redick said and how ironic it came after the video was surfaced on YouTube, well off media. Now, let me kind of preface on what's going on. So, apparently, the Philadelphia 76ers sent an invitation to Deion Sanders to speak to them, right? And they was probably in a hotel, restaurant, or some type of private area within the hotel or within the place of business. And Well Off Media, who is owned by Deion Sanders' son, who also does all the recording and pictures of Deion Sanders, actually posted on their YouTube channel of him sitting down with the team of the 76ers and talking about various of things. Nothing that he said, in my opinion, was disrespectful towards anyone. It was just Deion Primetime Sanders being Deion Primetime Sanders. That's what he's there for. He is one of the biggest motivational influence speakers in the world. Point blank, period. So let's kind of go into detail to JJ Redick. JJ Redick made a comment after this, and he said, I grew up in the NBA. The teams I was on, we had plenty of motivational speakers. Some of them I really took a lot from, and a few were impactful for our team. None of those talks were recorded and then posted to social media. What are we doing now? Is the locker room not sacred? First and foremost, let me say this. Shut the hell up, JJ Redick. Now, I don't mean that literally. I'm just saying that figuratively, but shut the hell up. First of all, who gives a flying F that you grew up in the NBA? Number one. Number two, you said the teams that you were on, we had plenty of motivational speakers, and some of them I really took a lot from, and a few were impactful for our team, and none of those talks were recorded. Guess what? Who cares? That's you. Because maybe y'all wasn't, worthy enough to be recorded. So what I'm saying is, this is Deion Primetime Sanders. We're living in a world now where people record every sacred moment and they post it on social media for content, for views, for motivation, inspiration, all type of things. So you got to get with the program. We ain't back in the 90s no more. We ain't back in the early 2000s. We live in a social media environment, in a social media world where everything is polarizing by a camera phone, by cameras, by recording devices, and is put on social media for various reasons. So I find it quite odd, JJ Reddick, that you wanted to take the time to kind of dig at Deion Sanders because you're going to have some people that say, nah, he wasn't talking about Deion Sanders. Save me the crap. Because he was talking about Deion Sanders. And then you had this goofball. You know who this goofball is? LeBron James. He goes on and he posted in his stories. And then he says On the picture of JJ Redick's comment on what he tweeted, he said, LeBron James said, couldn't have said it better. Straight facts. Let me tell you something, LeBron James. You're an asshole. Let me be very straight up and upfront. You're an asshole. And the reason why I want to say you're an asshole, because you're the same individual that like to start up with your own media people that you got in certain spots of the media that's always sparking a debate that you are greater than Michael Jordan. And then you're the same person that want to uplift and market your sons as much as you can off on social media. You got people that's documenting you when you show up to their games. You got people that's documenting you that you're talking to your son during the games, coaching your son in the locker rooms, in private arenas, and you want to get documented on all that. But then when somebody is documenting Deion Sanders because Deion Sanders is bigger than you want to kind of capitalize and try to be strategic and slick by doing something like this so you can get your name attached to Deion Sanders. I got you. I see what you're doing, LeBron. You think you're smart, you think you're slick, but I got you. I understand what you're doing. You're trying to capitalize because Deion is getting all of the hype. He's getting so many views that you wish you could have. When this man speaks, people listen. When this man getting people of all type of celebrities that's coming and riding all the way down or flying down to Boulder, Colorado. And he's turning that team around and they're winning. They have a winning record. You wish that you can do that. You wish that you can have that type of draw. But that comment, man, JJ Redick, what are we talking about, man? You really, for the most part, you sound a little, sound when you go against debates on different topics of conversation. But to even want to even fight this type of battle against Deion Sanders, and guess what? The thing is, Deion Sanders don't give a damn what you think, JJ Redick. Deion Sanders don't give a damn what you think, LeBron James, because guess what? He has said it thousands of times. His purpose is not connected to your opinion, JJ Redick, to your opinion, LeBron James. If you don't want to have him to speak in the locker room with the Lakers, then that's y'all prerogative. But make no mistake about it, Deion Sanders don't give a damn, because his purpose and blessings is not tied on the path on where y'all going and where y'all been. He's always is going to be in the spotlight because that's a part of his purpose. And whether you like it or not, there's going to always be cameras on him. There's going to always be someone that want to take pictures and record the walk. They want to record what he's saying because he is that electric to be able to motivate and inspire people because he has a purpose. And once again, his purpose is not tied to JJ Redick or LeBron James. Keep doing your thing, Coach Prime. I'm proud of you, brother. Keep allowing your son to flourish and record and document. But you know what I find it quite odd when JJ Redick talks about, is it the locker room sacred? What the hell you mean sacred? When you had Michael Jordan, it was documenting everything Michael Jordan did in the locker room. May not everything, but a good bit, over 60% of things. Him smoking in the locker room, him going into opposing players' locker rooms and smoking, and having a baseball bat and betting and playing cards on the bus, on the planes, and things of that nature. They documented and they showed it live on the documentary of The Last Dance. JJ Redick, get with the times, my man. Get with the times. LeBron James, I heard it through the grapevine that you're doing a documentary series. You're recording everything that what you're doing. Some of it is sacred. It's going on in the locker room, on the bus, on the planes, and things of that nature. And you'll be soon coming out with a documentary. And then how would it look when you come out with your documentary? Because you want to be relevant. You want the spotlight always on you. How would it look upon you? Isn't the locker room supposed to be sacred? Y'all stop talking this hypocritical BS talk, because that's what it is. It's BS. Period. Y'all stay tuned to the next episode of the Royal Figures podcast.